I'm Lisa Pennery, I'm a community midwife.
And I'm Dawn, I work on the birth centre.
I'm Georgia Taylor, I'm a midwife at the birth centre.
I'm Carrie, I'm a health support worker on the birth centre.
And we all work at the Royal London Hospital!
So today we are delivering babies on Christmas Day and we're helping mums and dads bring their babies into the world.
Today I'm going to be visiting all the families that have been discharged home, so we're going doing all the checks on the mums and babies, interrupting the Christmas Day for a short time, but yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah,
Christmas Day
yeah.
is really exciting when you're in work. Even though you've got your own families at home, when you come in, we're all just one big family. We enjoy working together. We'll all have breakfast together and then set off on our day.
I think that we're in a very privileged position, aren't we, watching people have a baby and watching new babies come into the world. So I think on Christmas Day it's more special for some reason. And we all have some fun, don't we?
Yeah.
It's good.
And
Because everyone's got excitement in the belly because it's
Absolutely.
Christmas Day. So you do come in, very happy, don't we?
And we have gifts for the first baby
Yes,
of
we
Christmas. We have a gift, and we have gifts for the other babies that will be born here on the birth centre for mums and babies. Just a small gift, but Christmas present.
But when we do get home, then our Christmas Day starts then. So we kind of postpone it at home because our families all understand as well that, this is what we do. So then we get home and then we start our Christmas Day then when we get home.
Hello, my name's Sandra Davenport and I work as part of the Cheadle-Hulme District Nursing Team, and I'm working today, Christmas Day, and I'll be seeing patients in our area as part of my daily visits. I am one of 400,000 healthcare professionals that will be working today, Christmas Day. I'll go and see patients that are daily patients that have insulin. Sometimes I'll provide wound care, sometimes other things, and I'll also see patients that are possibly end of life in order to support them and their families in their own homes. On Christmas Day, I can be going to interrupt people who are enjoying festivities with families. I'll interrupt them for a short period of time and then they'll carry on with their festivities. Or I might go and see an elderly person in their own home and I might be the only person they see that day. If that's the case, it can be a little sad, but we can go there and cheer them up with a bit of a smile and possibly a small gift. And I'll go home and enjoy my day with my son and my grandson who's cooking me my Christmas dinner.
Hi, I'm Matthew and I'm a volunteer with Manchester and Salford Samaritans. So today what I'm going to be doing is listening to callers that are having troubles over Christmas period. So it could be a mixture of loneliness. Sometimes it's people that maybe they've suffered a bereavement recently. It might be the first Christmas on their own or without somebody they love. Also we have people who have not just family problems, but maybe relationship problems with debt, things like that. So Christmas isn't always a happy time for people. So we're here as Samaritans to listen to them and to be non-judgmental and just to help them work through their issues. And you don't have to be suicidal to call Samaritans as well. We're here for anybody who's got any emotional distress. Sometimes you find it difficult to speak to somebody that you know, maybe a friend or a family member, if you're struggling with things. So it's good that people have got a service here where they can speak to a stranger and then be able to get things off the chest that maybe they're not able to talk to family members about. It's really important on Christmas Day because there's so many places are closed. So it's something that we're open for people 24 hours a day as a service, and it's a time of year where a lot of people are with their families. So we do struggle sometimes for volunteers, so it's important that we're able to be there, because when you're having a problem, it's not just a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 issue. I'll be celebrating Christmas later on in the day with my own family, and doing the night shift is a good way to be able to give something back to the community and also be able to celebrate later in the day with the family as well.
My name is Inspector John Shilvock and I'm the shift inspector, currently doing an afternoon shift at Central Park Police Station on the North District of City of Manchester Borough. First and foremost, I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. My role today is to ensure that we prevent crime and we respond to incidents which are ongoing, and to also respond to incidents where people may be going through some episode of crisis. Christmas is a very, very emotional time of year for many people who might be on their own and they see no other alternatives to phone an emergency service. So together with particularly the ambulance and the mental health teams, we will try and help those people as much as possible. It's extremely important for me to work this day because my shift is currently on duty. Many of them have been taken away from their families. They're not going to get the opportunity to celebrate Christmas with their families, so it can be quite difficult. They don't really get a choice as to whether they work it or not. So I've got to be there to support them, to make the shift as enjoyable as possible and to make sure that it runs as well as it can do. I will be celebrating Christmas tomorrow, which is obviously Boxing Day. I'm going to spend the day with my family, eating and having a nice Christmas meal. Today is an afternoon shift, so it's a little bit too early to start having Christmas dinner, and by the time I get home it'll be far too late and people will be they won't be in any sort of state to want to start celebrating. And finally, I wish the people of Manchester a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year.
My name's Amy. I'm a paramedic with North West Ambulance Service. I work in Salford. Today I'm working a 7/7 shift on one of our rapid response cars. So our cars go to the most serious jobs, so things like cardiac arrests, traumas, serious bleedings, difficulty in breathing, some seizures, and our ambulances go to all the other range of jobs as well. I've worked Christmas for the past few years, so it's become quite normal now to work on Christmas Day. It's just another day, but we tend to have a bit of fun on station. It's a little bit steadier, we don't like staying quiet. On Christmas Day we can get lots of food, we tend to put some films on, and then it gets busier as the day goes on. GPs are short, most things are short. We're 24/7, A&E is 24/7, so we're probably one of the only places you can really go on Christmas Day. There are walk-in centres and things, but there's not as much open on Christmas. I'll probably have Christmas tomorrow, or maybe the day after, not sure which. Need to see it at some point, go and see family then. So, well, the past few Christmases, we tend to go to everything that we'd normally want, to be honest. So people who feel a bit unwell, we get a lot of people who've eaten a bit too much and feel a bit unwell. Children who've been sick after a big Christmas dinner is quite a common one as well. And sometimes we'll just go and see people who don't have anybody else. And sometimes we're the only person that we might see that day or that week. So that's a part of the job that I really, really enjoy, is not having people feel lonely. Because no one wants to be lonely, especially on Christmas. That's one of the reasons I became a paramedic, was to help people just to do something different. No 2 days are the same, every day is completely different, you don't know what you're getting, and I love that.
My name's Meredith and I'm a long-term volunteer with Lifeshare, which is a homeless charity. The oldest one in central Manchester, which started in 1984. My two guys who used to walk around with flasks and sandwiches throughout the city centre. Today I'm at Limelight, which is in Old Trafford, and it's a community centre. We have a kitchen in for Lifeshare, which we serve breakfast Saturday and Sunday. So today we'll be cooking turkey and all the trimmings for a regular Christmas day. So we'll be having roast turkey and pigs in blankets, roast potatoes, all the usual Christmas things, probably sprouts as well, and then some nice desserts to follow. And then in the afternoon we have lots and lots of goodies again, and we usually have entertainment. We had a magician last time, we had somebody from Inspirational Carpets a couple of years ago. So there's all sorts of things going on during the afternoon, and we also have a rota for hairdressers, chiropodists, doctors, nurses. Christmas is built up to be this fantastic day, isn't it? And if you're on the streets, it's not going to be a fantastic day if you're just on your own mooching about in Manchester, is it? So it's very important. Apart from a food point of view, it's a social aspect as well, of people getting together and chatting and socialising basically as well. Oh, it's really friendly and everybody's chatting to everybody else. It's just fab. Yeah. And then when I get home, I've got this neighbour who keeps an eye on me, saying, I've got to keep an eye on because she's going to get into any mischief. And then on Boxing Day after that, I'll be doing the same again. So I'll be here to do breakfast, and then I'll leave about 2. And I'm going up to another neighbour who lives like just a couple of minutes away, so that's good. So yeah, so I'll be there. So that's what I'll be doing over Christmas when I leave here.
Hi there, my name is Jill Findlay and I'm matron for the emergency department here at Manchester Royal Infirmary. And I am working here on Christmas Day today. But not only am I working, we also have staff working at the emergency department at Royal Manchester Children's Hospital and our other emergency department over at Wythenshawe Hospital. On Christmas Day today, I will be responsible for coordinating the emergency department. I'll be responsible for making sure that every patient that comes through our door is cared for in the best way that we possibly can and try and make it feel a bit like Christmas for them as well. I feel it's important to work at Christmas Day just in order to care for people throughout the year. We work in a profession that works 365 days of the year. The hospital never shuts, and it's just always nice to help people even on Christmas Day. I think it's important for someone like myself to work Christmas Day as well, just to show the team that I do care as well and that I'm there to support them all the time and give some of my colleagues a little bit of break. And if they've got children and families they want to spend their time with, then they can do that and I can have some time off later on. So my Christmas Day will be spent probably around the 28th or the 29th of December, and that's when I'll travel back to Scotland and spend some time with my family and friends, which I'm looking forward to.
I'm the consultant neurosurgeon on call at the Manchester Centre for Clinical Neurosciences here at Salford Royal. We are one of the busiest neurosciences hospitals in the country, so we do a lot of brain and spine surgical procedures. And so over this busy period there'll be a lot of people coming in and out, potentially with head injuries, infections, bleeds on the brain, build-up of water on the brain and compression of the delicate nerves in the spine. So when things go slightly awry at Christmas, we'll be here to help. So today's Christmas Day, and today we will be doing emergency surgery, so life-saving surgery today. But right up until last night, Christmas Eve, we were doing elective operations, trying to keep the waiting list down. And so there are a lot of patients on the wards here who hopefully will be getting better and ready to go home to their Christmas dinners. But if there is any problems or trouble, then it's important for them to know that we're here to look after them during this period, in addition to those people that are coming in through accident and emergency. So Christmas is quite a reflective time for me. I think back over some of the previous stories that I've been involved with in Christmases past, and some of those were miracles and some of those were tragedies, and so I do find myself thinking a little bit about that and thinking about those patients from the past as well. Well, normally I'd be at home with my family and 3 children, and they're not particularly happy that I'm not there today, so Merry Christmas to them, but I'll be celebrating with them tomorrow, and hopefully they'll leave some of the Christmas goodies for me as well.